Good evening from Palo Alto, where the sun is still shining and another chapter of Week 0 college football is about to unfold. Tonight, Stanford looks to avenge last season's stunning upset loss in Honolulu as the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors come to town with plenty of confidence. Hawaii is led by preseason first-team All-Mountain West senior wide receiver Pofili Ashlock, one of the conference's most dangerous playmakers, while Stanford turns to veteran senior linebacker Matt Rose to anchor a Cardinal defense determined to set a physical tone. Revenge, redemption, and a chance to start the season with a statement are all on the line. From the farm, it's Hawaii and Stanford, and college football is back under the California sky.
So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Stanford Cardinal. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
As the Rainbow Warriors head coach told me before the game, he has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Stanford's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Rainbow Warriors offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly.
There he goes. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He goes right back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. As we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. Off-play action on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Takes the easy completion. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground, fourth down coming up. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Blackburn. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Motion from the back. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Warren. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes his shot. And it's incomplete on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to pass, it's Warren. That's caught. It's Irvin. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Stanford! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Right on the money.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks the tackle. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this 1st quarter after that play. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Short gain on the play before he slides. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The play action fake. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think me, you guys, all of us up here were thinking run. It's on the 1-yard line, but this offense, they knew what they were doing. They had this play ready to pull. Play action, throw the football, the 1-yard touchdown pass.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On the ground with the counter.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. To throw, it's Warren. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The run inside. It's Barfield.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Strong, firm tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's got his man, makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Warren.
One of the things you love about this...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blackburn. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the run, it's Irvin. Powers through the defender. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Warren. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running inside, it's Barfield. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. To the air on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Horned Frogs who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the ACC. Now back over to your game on the farm. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a big gain. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinal! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll throw on third down. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the delay, it's Barfield. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking to fire. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense
snags it, and he's open. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Rainbow Warriors line it up with a first and goal. Trying to run, it's Barfield. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Keeps it on 1st down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Irvin. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Pulls and fires complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Running inside. It's Irvin. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it looking for a 1st. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. QB draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Brown. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
4 sacks today for him.
State the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh,
Wow. 4 sacks and then a defensive touchdown for Jami Otis. Big day for him.
Touchdown, Hawaii.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know, as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Got a man, it's Blackburn. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Stanford to the line on third and long. Here comes the heat. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Stanford just falling apart here.
Quarter, it's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the
Stanford
other way.
popping up like Undertaker. They're back in it and with the lead.
And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And they'll knock him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hall. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Some misdirection with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Looking to throw on first down. Heaves it deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. This time he's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And with that field goal, man, we've cut this to a one-possession game late. Now it's decision time. 2 timeouts in your pocket. Do you feel confidence in your defense? Or do you think you need to go with the onside here? Interested to see what they do.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They kick it away on fourth down. How about this? It's out of... They'll have a first down here. A week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
They really got to cut down on these pass interferences on Hail Marys.
There is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Of course, the game can't end on a defensive penalty, so we play on here with at least one more untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
It's kind of ridiculous.
And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Now, a game can't end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. The ball.
Hey, they didn't call it.
And this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So Stanford survives Hawaii in a turnover fest. Jamia Otis from Hawaii has a monster game, but Stanford does get the touchdown win. Taking a look at the team stats, Hawaii had the edge in first down, 17-14. In total offense, 320 to 237. Rushing yards, 47-11. A lot of sacks in this game, too. Passing yards, Hawaii had the edge, 273 to 226. Third down conversion percentage, Stanford had a narrow advantage, 41% to 35%. Turnovers, 7 total turnovers in this game. 3 interceptions from Hawaii, 2 interceptions from Stanford, 2 fumbles lost from Stanford, and time of possession was won by Stanford by about 30 seconds. Looking at player stats, it wasn't too pretty for either quarterback here. Davis Warren from Stanford finishes 21 of 33 for 226 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. For Hawaii, Micah Alahado finishes 29 of 50 for 273 yards, 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. Leading rusher for Hawaii is Cam Barfield. 9 carries, 38 yards is all they could muster in the run game for their leading rusher. Not much better for Stanford. Cedric Irvin had 20 carries for 58 yards and a touchdown. Now, yeah, I thought Stanford had a different player as their number one running back, but I guess not. Looking at the leading receiver for Stanford, that was Cedric Irvin, the running back. 6 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. For Hawaii, they were led by Pofili Ashlock, 8 catches, 132 yards for him. Leading blocker for Hawaii was a tie between Denaris DeRosa Jr. and Audric Harris, each with 3 pancakes. For Stanford, Benji Blackburn led the team with 6 pancakes. Defensive leaders for Stanford, they were led in total tackles by Omari Gaines with 12. Ernest Cooper and Josiah Galvin tied for the team leading tackles for loss with 2 each. Omar Staples and Matt Rose led the team with 1 sack each. And Jay Green, Leroy Bryant, and Matt Rose all had interceptions for the Cardinal. Leroy Bryant returned his 96 yards for a touchdown in the pivotal play in this game. Hawaii, they had Ozzie Pollard had an interception. Wyndon Ho'ohuli had an interception. Jami Otis had 4 sacks, incredible day for him. He also had 6 tackles for loss to lead the team, and he tied for the team lead in total tackles with Caleb Brown with 9. Kicking for Hawaii, Pene Leota was 2 of 2 on field goal attempts with a long of 32. He was also 2 of 2 on extra point attempts. For Stanford, Emmett Kenny was 2 of 2 on field goal attempts with a long of 56 and 3 of 3 on extra point attempts. For punting for Stanford, Aiden Flintoft had 4 punts for an average of 55.7 yards per punt. Hawaii's Logan Ostrowski had 4 punts for an average of 57.7 yards per punt. Great day for the punters. Kick returns for Hawaii, Tama Uiliata had 3 returns for an average of 15 yards per return, and Koa Eldridge had 2 returns for an average of 16.5 yards per return. For Stanford, Marcus Brown had 2 returns for an average of 17.5 yards per return, and David Pantelis had 2 returns for an average of 9.5 yards per return. Punt returns for Stanford, Marcus Brown had 1 return for 28 yards, and for Hawaii, Cam Barfield had 2 returns for an average of 4 yards per return. Scoring summary in the first quarter, Cedric Irvin scored on a 4-yard touchdown run, and Stanford led 7-0 after 1. In the second quarter, Micah Alahado found Devin Toiefa from 1 yard out. Then Hawaii got a 30-yard field goal from Pene Leota. Stanford did get a 33-yard field goal from Emmett Kenny just before half to tie it up at 10 at the halftime break. The third quarter, Stanford got a 72-yard touchdown pass from Davis Warren to Cedric Irvin to take a 17-10 lead going into the fourth. In the fourth quarter, Hawaii gets that 25-yard fumble return from Jami Otis. Stanford then gets a pick 6 from Leroy Bryant from 96 yards out. Stanford adds a 55-yard field goal from Emmett Kenny. Hawaii gets a 32-yard field goal from Pene Leota. They cannot recover the onside kick, and Stanford survives 27-20 in this season opener for 2026, avenging last year's loss in Honolulu. So the Cardinal 1-0, the Rainbow Warriors 0-1 to start 2026. We'll take a quick look at the headline. Home field advantage. The Stanford Cardinal are now 1-0 after defeating Hawaii at Stanford Stadium. Look at the players of the games. Jami Otis for Hawaii, insane day for him, and Leroy Bryant for Stanford with that pick 6. And then you can see that Hawaii led in everything except for the scoreboard, but Stanford survives. Next game coming your way, as it seems as though I've talked myself into doing every single game. I'll probably regret this, but next up will be San Jose State at number 15 USC. So we'll see our first ranked team of the year. See how that goes. But until then, the Stanford Cardinal get the win to kick off 2026, defeating the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors 27-20. And we will see you next time.